Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith in the Black channel here at Ticker Talker, and what a day, what a difference a day makes. And hopefully you're watching along the videos I make at night, the strat attack I made last night, real clear about some things. And so let's take a look here. We got the SPY doing this here on the upper left, right? Two down because we took out the previous lows yesterday. Here's your reversal right here. That's a two down, two up, two reversal right here over 388.94. And if you tuned in, let's get to the 60 here and show you how to time that on the 60. You see this? This made a slight higher high, then a two down, boom, 2-2 reversal on the 60 here gets you in before the day break. You see that? And then you can add on the day break. Enter, add, right? That's what you want to do. You want to add to your winners. As I was saying last night in the strat attack, it's like if you were surprised about yesterday's rally back, you weren't looking at the sectors, because yesterday FAS, XLE, all of these things stayed strong. You know, it was just really tech specific, and it was very short term. So another thing you want to be able to do is if you look at all these broader averages, right? I'm sorry, the diamonds. How many things are tuned to the upside on the daily? Almost everything, right? That tells you this market's going higher, right? And then you just want to pay attention to every new 60, stuff like that. But something like, narrowing down your universe, if you're just like, because Rob, you got 50 million stocks and all this kind of stuff, and I know that. But what you can do is you can go down to, let's say, if you're just watching the Dow Jones, right? There's only 30 stocks in there, and you'd say, well, how about Boeing? This was in my video last night. You see this? Broadening formation high, broadening formation low, hammer counter shooter, 2-2 to the upside. Boom, there's your Dow long. You also know that energy has been strong, so you'd have Chevron, Momo Hammer up. You have Cat Tractor the same. And it would tell you I want to be short Home Depot because that's going down. But we'll get to that in a second, because if we go to the energies XLE, see yesterday, what sell-off, right? The morning sell-off, and then here, Momo Hammer, right? Anybody got short here? Jammed right here, right? And that tells us to look at the ones I mentioned in the videos, the weekend vid, last night, NBR, inside month to the upside, lower middle here. Lower middle over 72.55, trading 97.55. That's a nice little month. So now you get stuck in this mother bar here in the 60. So we'll have to see if that can set up. Talking about Amarada Hess, also staying strong here, and MRO if you like percentage gainers. And there you go. Nice little month you got there. Nice little week you got there. So now an inside 60. We'll see if that sets up again. If you go to Teslers. So if you're waiting for your signal, here it is. Two down, taking out the low. Boom, 2-2 back up. Over 713.60, trading 735. Not bad, and maybe still going, right? If we go to another thing I talked about was the pandemic names being strong. And no sell-off in Marriott yesterday. Nope, Marriott still going. All right, and here once again, pointed this out yesterday. Two up, two down month, and boom, into the highs it goes, taking that out, which is what we're looking to do. If you go to letter H, I mentioned that last night too. There you go, outside Momo Hammer, boom, into the highs, right? Stop them out, get up here. Anybody got short in here, just ran into a bunch of natural buyers. Still got some room on this monthly in the lower middle to go take out the highs, as a bunch of these things are doing. If you go to RCL, nowhere near its all-time highs, but certainly having a nice month and a nice week. And you can see this went out near the highs yesterday. So, and a lot of this stuff stayed strong, even though the market was selling off. If we go to DRI, more pandemic name, and you can see this: the two up by taking out the high, the two down by taking out the low, and boom. When we take this out, we're looking to take this out. Right? This high was 135.70. We're looking to take this out. 137.91, you're almost there. So outside week to the upside, going into the highs, right, during pandemics. So if we go to semiconductors, SMH, you see this. the 2 down hammer and back up. There's your reversal for that. You can see almost everything looking somewhat identical as far as reversals or continuations here. 2-2 reversals all over the place. Today, our RCX doing it. How's AVGO? Just getting there now. How about MU? There you go. There you go. MU taking care of business there. Another thing we look for from the nightly video last night, Ulta, the outside day, inside day, boom, 312. And the reason this works is because during this bar, they're willing to pay up and sell down, right? This outside bar. Then meet in the middle, real move, you're going to take this out here. 335.13, mission accomplished. We'll see if there's more comes of that. If we go to FISV, and FISV, inside weak to the upside here, upper middle, right? Is that something we look for? It definitely is. And if that works, the monthly, take out the high, take out the low, 2222, bam, monthly high, 117.27. Now looking to go after this 121.83. Stalls out a little bit like a few things up here, but we'll see how that goes. Market staying firm here as well. It should, because almost everything to the upside. Another group I mentioned was all week so far. The REITs, BXP, still going, right? So here in the weekly, take out the high, take out the low, boom. These two become an outside bar of that, and if that works, we're looking for this 2 down, 2 up to come take all this stuff out, right? So this high here, 107.90, here we come. BXP, nice move you got there. VNO in the REITs. And VNO, let's see this. Weekly, upper middle, inside bar, pokes down. That's a rev strat coming back through the previous range. We're going to stop out all these guys. It did it. Now let's see if it's going to be strong enough to come up and take this monthly out here in the lower middle. 45.96. If we go to trannies, IYT trannies. All right, so here's what we look for. Look at this. 3-2 on the month, taking the highs. Momo Hammer weekly. Right, what that means is anybody got short in here, boom, stop them out, and here they come. Trannies, daily, upper left. Take out the high, take out the low, boom. These become an outside bar of that. Mission accomplished. Thank you, trannies. That's going to give you stuff like FedEx here. Stop them all out yesterday, and then boom, 2-2 reversal when it takes out this. Potentially outside week now, so we can keep an eye on that, right? And if that works, you can try and come up here on this month. Here, right? Get back above this. 260.50, and that will give it a little more tiger in the tank, if you will. You also have the airlines, United. There you go. Is this something we look for in the daily? It is. Shooter, countered by hammer. Boom. Take this out right here. Above 51.18, and you're going to take this out, 51.82, and maybe some more, and you got some more. Now it's coming back in a little bit here. We'll see. SPY still hanging firm. Like I said, there's almost everything's 2 into the upside, taking out yesterday's highs. So if you go to CAR, also there, trannies, the outside week to the upside, still going, still good. Just got yourself an inside 60 here in the lower left. Inside 60 to the upside, all right? Good stuff there, huh? If we go to URI that I discussed last night, right? Any sell-off here? Nope. No one out near the highs. Here's what we look for in the weekly, Momo Hammer. Anybody got short last week? Boom, right here. You're gone. Thanks for playing. Covering all week. We go to ITRI. ITRI. Is this something we look for? Definitely is. Now I got an inside 60, but here, taking out the previous low, then taking out the previous high, and coming back to the previous range, because we know where the stops are. Here, 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 here. Bam, gone. Thanks for playing. If we go to Visa, talked about this last night too. Visa was up for 2 days here. Now, nice third day. When the market turns around, no reason to believe that's going to go around, and then you can have that MA. Talked about that last night too, right? 2 straight up days, and even though there's a downdraft in the market, unaffected. Boom, right back up. Bank of America in the weekend vid. So when you see things coming up on a broadening formation, here's your monthly broadening formation here. and you're up into here, every reason to believe you're going to take out the highs, right? Bank of America did it. Yep, did. Now we'll see if it goes to the top of the tri, but the goal was to take this out, which it did. If we go to Halo, just a nice outside week. Once again, ripping back through the previous range, and you get a little bit more. Now inside on the 60, we'll see if there's any more to this, if we can get over 55.26. All right, keeping an eye on everything here. AMD, how you doing, buddy? AMD, 2-2 reversal with the SMH. QQQ, getting closer, so you might even get more oomph here if you can get the Qs over this. 320, 320, right? There's still an inside day. That would give you some extra boost here if we can get that Qs through there. If we go to Jazz Pharmaceuticals, and so here is what we look for too. Went out near the lows, was having a rough day, but then you come in today and you gap up on this thing, you could have stayed short this thing, right? And then boom, Momo Hammer 60 here. Goes up. Oh, I think it's going to sell back down and fill the gap. Do you? Boom. When it takes out this, now you're going full throttle to the upside with everything green. Anybody got short in here? Jammed. Over 169.99. Trading 177.34. Nice little ditty for you there. If we go to Airbnb, because you're going to see this pattern in almost everything right now today. Hammer, 2 down, 2 up, back through previous range, right? Changing that week back green. Green on all time frames. Sounds good to me. Looks like we can wait for a setup in that one too. UPST. And UPST. Upstart. Here, the hammer down 2. 2-2 reversal. So you're going to see that in pretty much almost anything you pull up. TripAdvisor here, another pandemic stock we talked about last night, going inside day to the upside. We'll see if there's more to it. Inside day, boom, thanks for playing. Pandemic stocks for the win. On the downside, I didn't talk about too much, but what I did talk about was Walmart. Walmart having all sorts of problems going out on the lows. Look at this. Walmart's still going to the downside. I also talked about Costco. Costco trying to come back now, but inside weak to the downside. But you can see relative to everything else having some problems. And that would give the Home Depot, tell us to look at some retail having some problems with Lowe's, right? Across the board there. Now Lowe's trying to rally back on a rev strat. Inside 60, pokes down. Now I can maybe stop a few guys out here for the let's go the other way. If we go to Overstock. Overstock, all sorts of trouble here. Bright red week. Yesterday tried to rally back, and then today, anybody taking out to yesterday's lows is something you want to know about, because the market is doing this. Spy, look at this. Taking out yesterday's high, bright green, right? Now go back to Overstock. Let's say that you stayed long Overstock overnight, right? You got what you wanted. The market rallied back, but you're not so fortunate. This is where you bring the heat below yesterday's lows. Anybody trying to hold on to this thing is betting that it's going to turn around with the market. They'd be wrong. Another group I talked about was Towers. SBAC. Here, still weak and taking out yesterday's lows. That tells you to watch American Tower. Still hanging in there. CCI maybe. Nope, looks like SBAC's your winner over there. Another thing I talked about was looking for potential setups of the rev strats for next month. Palo Alto staying weak, and inside day handily so, but you can see it's still trying to bleed out just a bit. With some more retail, you've got Dollar Gen. Weekly, 2 inside weak to the downside, back to previous range. So it did its job by taking all these guys out. You can see that. Now it kind of stalls out here, but it would be rev strat downside here if we can take that out. But it did its job, takes all these guys out. That tells you to maybe keep an eye on Dollar Tree. And Dollar Tree coming back a little bit here after that 2-2 here. If we go to, running out of time again, huh? Upwork. Watching that gap, and you can see this 15er on the 15 minute. Inside 15 down, inside 15 down. right? And these are both directional, which means there are two down and then inside. So what you can wait for is this, the two up, then the inside. That's the triangle layout. Stop them out, the short guys, and then right back down she goes. VRSK. And VRSK just having some problems here. Taking out yesterday's lows. That's what you want to look for if you're going to be shorting. And maybe you get your two shooters, counters, hammer 60 here below this. 169.63. You're there right now for the next hour. Checkpoint, another one. Still trying to go lower. Inside month to the downside. We talked about that. Definitely did. And one last one. KURA. And nice outside day to the downside. So when this went red here and starts ripping through here, we're looking to be an outside bar, and you got it. All right. So we'll see. It's also taking out last week's lows, now going after last month's lows. So knowing what to look for is very important. Looking through the internals to know what the market's going to do, really important. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith and Black Channel here at Ticker Tacker, Strat Time Report.